April of 2023 has become the biggest month ever for new releases in our industry. There were so many games that I had to break this list up into 3 parts. Part 1 focused on new RPGs, Part 2 covered visual novels, and now we have Part 3 which will cover everything else, including one of the early contenders for Game of the Year for 2023, Village Rhapsody. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of Village Rhapsody. This is a Chinese language farming game similar to Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley. Personally, I can't believe it has taken this long for a game like this to come out on Steam. Combining Notori with animal husbandry just seems like a no-brainer to me. With the success of Village Rhapsody, I'm really hoping to see additional adult games that want to explore the farming genre. Village Rhapsody is available for PC on Steam. Next up is the first expansion to Love and Sex Second Base with Bree's Story. This is the long-promised and long-awaited female protagonist storyline. I'm not sure if this will end up being as comprehensive as the male counterpart, but I do know that there have been a lot of people waiting to play an in-depth dating and life simulator from a female perspective. At the very least, it will give players new content to explore while waiting for the upcoming Steam release of My Demonic Romance. Love and Sex Second Base, Bree's Story, is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with Android versions also available on itch.io and their Patreon. Our next title, Black Academy, is basically Madoka Magica meets Gradius. I mean, sure, why not? The biggest concern I have is that this is very early access, but the art and gameplay could end up making this an amazing release if and when it actually releases. Black Academy is available for PC on Steam. Most of the titles we see come from publisher Kagura Games tend to be RPGs, but every once in a while they branch out, like with the platformer Mechaneer Resta's Grand Adventure. It is a bit grindy, but you may want to pick it up if you are waiting on future fragments. Mechaneer Resta's Grand Adventure is available for PC on Steam. While the first game on this list was Notori focused, for those looking for a true NTR experience, we have the early access title My Best Friend Coda. Watch as your girlfriend is slowly corrupted and seduced by your supposedly perverted best friend. It seems to be that the best friend would just be another standard protagonist in a prototypical college harem game. It is interesting that by just changing perspective, we move into an entirely different flavor classification. My Best Friend Coda is available for PC on Steam and their Patreon. For those looking for an updated take on the original Princess Maker series, we have Princess of Makana. While this is still a training-style game, there does seem to be more of a focus on the political simulation aspect than we normally see with this flavor. Princess of Makana is available for PC on Steam. There is one pure visual novel that made this list, and that is Kunado Chronicles. This is one of those anime-style incredibly lengthy games that really put the novel in visual novel. Now I'm having Steins Gate flashbacks, or what they count as flash-forwards. I imagine it's hard to live life once you are unstuck from moving in one direction in time. Stephen Hawking once threw a party for time travelers. He sent out the invitations after the party was over. I am wondering what people are going to say about the timing of the second video in this April Steam release series. Kunado Chronicles is available for PC on Steam. And finally, we have Hush Hush Only Your Love Can Save Them. This is a full commercial release using the characters from the free-to-play HuniePop clone Crush Crush. This game is surprisingly substantial given its origins, but believe it or not, this is a decent and fun story. Fortunately, there is a free demo to check out if you are skeptical. I mean, I sure was. Hush Hush Only Your Love Can Save Them is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam. There you have it. I'm confident that we'll see many of the 30+ games from these 3 videos show up again on the year-end list of top Steam games. Maybe we'll even see one of the hundreds of games that I passed over making this list show up too. That's the problem with curation. I'm going to make mistakes and sometimes miss stuff. However, I promise that I will try to own it when I do. As always, all of the links to these games can be found for free on my Patreon. I probably need to think about having a place where every game and video is listed, but I honestly have no clue how to do that. Let me know if you have any ideas that you think would work best. And until next time, no shaming, just gaming. Thanks to all this month's support on Patreon. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you all.